Hi and welcome to Hindustan Times Leadership Studio. I'm Pooja Singh, National Features Editor at Mint. And with me today is Jeremy Jauncey, the founder and CEO of Beautiful Destinations. Hi Jeremy, thanks for taking out time for us.
Thank you for having me, it's my pleasure.
So I'm going to straight away go to my question. My first question is, you have presence in several countries now, and what is your plan for India?
Oh, big plans for India. So we first came here in 2016,
Right.
and we worked with a local hotel partner and had experiences around the city.
Right.
But the plan now for us is to look at how we can grow here and hopefully build a partnership with Incredible India and spend more time with people in the tourism ecosystem here. So generally when we work with a country, we partner with the tourism board as the starting point, and then local hoteliers, national airlines and other key players in the tourism teams are the ones that we actually work with. We also have a very big Indian base, so a lot of people in India follow Beautiful Destinations. They're very passionate supporters. They have been for a very long time. So massive thank you to anyone that is watching this that follows Beautiful Destinations, because Indians have been such a big supporter of the business and also of me personally too.
Right. So India is such a diverse country. We have so many different cultures. So is there some sort of, do you have a tailor-made plan or an approach that you use to attract more clients, or do you use the same strategy which you use in the rest of the countries?
No, I think a country as amazing as India needs a completely bespoke approach, and to be honest, our starting point has got to be about learning. We really want to come and spend time here in India, spend time with local people to better understand all the different nuances, all the different cultural opportunities here.
How many
because,
times have you come to India?
Oh goodness, I mean probably maybe 3 or 4. So yeah, so really not that many. So the opportunity is huge for me personally, but also for the business. I think in a professional capacity, we've only been here once or twice, despite having this huge community of Indian followers who actually are very active on social media. So when I posted that I was coming, I had hundreds of people messaging me, and then even just this morning, again, hundreds of people saying, can we do a meetup? Can we come and talk to you about Beautiful Destinations? When are you coming to India? So there's a community there. We just need to get ourselves together and come and spend time with them.
I know that you've been a rugby player.
Yes.
So what kind of learnings do you bring from the sport to your work ethics and to your workplace?
Sure. So to be honest, when I was younger, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to be a professional athlete. I'd played rugby for Scotland whilst I was at school. The plan was to do that for my career, and I got injured when I moved to New Zealand, and that sort of changed the pivot of everything. I think that was probably the lowest point in my life, because I hadn't applied to university. Hadn't really thought through what a plan B would have been had I not played rugby, but it ended up being a blessing in disguise, because a lot of the learnings around commitment, around discipline, around focus have really helped me in my business career. I think also when you play a team sport like rugby, you do rely on other people to help you. You can't win as an individual. It's not like golf or tennis or these singular sports. So the ability to build teams and get along with teams is certainly one that I've taken with me. I think also the ability to connect with people, and that really is the essence of Beautiful Destination. There's this passionate belief that travel is a powerful force for good in the world, and if we get out and we travel and we experience different cultures, you can change perceptions, you can inspire people, you can get people to understand that we are ultimately much better when we are together than when we are apart. And I think that opportunity with travel, especially in India, when we're seeing so many young Indians now going out into the world, making themselves in other countries, I think that's incredibly powerful. It's incredibly exciting to be a part of that.
And what is your vision for 2020 as far as travel is concerned?
Yes, so the business is growing very fast. So very fortunate and very grateful for where we are from a business standpoint. We have our New York office, our London office, and we have a joint venture partnership in Hong Kong, which allows us to build our business out of China. And we also have an office in Manila. So I think with those kind of core markets, really the place that we don't have a presence is here. So the big focus for me will be trying to find a way to build a meaningful partnership with the tourism board here at the national level, and also the smaller regional levels as well. Then we can be here much more regularly. Also, there is an emerging creative class here in India who are young content creators that are using social media to get their skills out to the world. And one of the things that I'm incredibly passionate about is this idea of empowering young people who don't go through the traditional career paths to get to the places where they do. So I went to university for a year, but then I dropped out. I started my own businesses when I was very young, and really individuals who were older than me gave me a little bit of guidance and a little bit of mentorship and support, and that's something that I really want to be able to do and give back, particularly to people in India now who do message me and say, I'm a young videographer, and before I found Beautiful Destinations, everyone told me that I was going to be a failure. You know, I wasn't good at school. My parents didn't understand why I wanted to get into the creative space. Nobody understood why I was trying to spend my life building myself on social media or on digital. And so finding a person like that, and there are hundreds, if not thousands of them around the world, and saying, no, you do have skills, you do have potential, you do have the ability to get out into the world and have impact. Just believe in yourself and use these digital platforms to get out there. That's something that I am very, very passionate about, and something that I'd love to be able to bring to India.
That's very inspiring.
Thank you.
And my last question is that the use of social media, especially in India, considering the population that we have and the kind of mobile penetration that we see in our country, how has that defined travel experiences?
I think it's really changed everything. I find that people now, certainly young people, are discovering and being inspired about where they want to go through social media. And to be honest, it's not just where they want to go, it's the places that they want to eat, the fashion that they want to wear, the music that they want to listen to, and also the places they want to travel to are being inspired by social media platforms. And really the learning for us is, where is consumer attention today? And in young millennials, so for us, of our audience, almost 90% of our audience is between 25 and 35 years old. And these are individuals who are mobile first, who are social first, who use messaging apps as the predominant way they communicate with each other. So for us, it's understanding that their consumer attention is on those platforms. So if we want to deliver messages that will inspire them, if we want to deliver messages that will inform their worldview or help them get out into the world, those are the platforms that we need to spend our time on. So within travel, perhaps an older generation would have spent more time reading magazines or print media, or spending time watching traditional TV. And we heard earlier today from Reed Hastings, a complete change in the way viewing habits are now happening because of streaming media. It's that combination of streaming media, mobile, digital and social, that is just a new way that people discover the world and are inspired about what they want to do. So for the travel industry, it's changing everything. I think really the biggest takeaway for me from coming to India is just a huge feeling of appreciation. Really so very grateful to everyone in India that has supported me personally and Beautiful Destinations, because the community in India is very vocal. They've followed us for a long time. They've been very open about recommending places in India that we should go. I think, as I said, within a few hours of landing and posting that I was here, I had hundreds of different recommendations of places that I could go, and that really only comes from a community of people and generally a nation of very positive and supporting and inspiring people. So I'm very, very grateful to that, to them for that. I also hope that this is the start of coming back much, much more, and hopefully building our business here, and then me personally spending more time as well. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for coming for bringing Beautiful Destinations to India.